Greetings, gamers. Welcome to part number 12 of my Let's Play Fire Emblem 9 Path of Radiance. And in today's episode, I'm going to be moving straight along into Chapter 9 with my units. Let's see. I do want to keep Mordecai and Leith close by somewhat, but not exactly taking all of the KOs or anything of that sort. Alright. This guy has a steel axe. Thunder. I think what I'm going to do here is equip the steel axe and use a pure water on Titania. Specifically because that will allow her to definitely take advantage of all of the magic users, which is going to be pretty great. Want her to be able to KO them all. Alright, Mia, come along with the party. Ileana's chip damage will be most enjoyed. Unlike Rolf, unfortunately. Alright, Leith and Mordecai are now in the front. And Titania is going to take care of all of these guys as best as she can. I knew it was a good idea to use the steel axe. Granted, I could have checked, but also I can't ever remember a time on difficult mode where she two-rounded any of these guys with an iron axe. So I think it was just for the better to just equip the steel axe. Should be able to get the magic user on the way towards the west. In fact, I'm definitely going to be able to.
By the way,
What is it?
if there is some special task you would ask of us, we are willing to listen.
What are you talking about?
Open your ears. If you wish it, we shall follow your orders. But you must direct us.
Really? You're willing to take orders from me?
This is a Bjork fight. If you don't direct us, then we have no reason for being here. So spoke our king.
But last night you...
That was an emergency.
We thought you were in danger. You thought correctly. We were in danger, I thank you. We were greatly aided by your arrival. You are welcome. Very well, let us fight together. If you choose not to direct us, we shall do as we please. Do you find this acceptable? Of course. Well then, good fortune to us all. Yeah, one rounding. Goodbye, Thunder Mage. And now I have a slew of enemies to deal with over here. That was kind of unfortunate, wasn't it? That was super unfortunate. I can't use either Ileana or Soren for this little fight right here. That's okay, but not great. Actually doubling. Impressive. Yes, you will be attacked by Oscar. Well, I can put you right here. Mia can go right here. Not a very good position I'm putting my units in, but I think it should be fine, especially because I'm going to be directing them to Rome. Help us out a little bit. Regal Sword must be used again. These guys are a little bit too bulky. Alright, it is possible. Aw. So close. Or are we? Never forget that shove is a possibility. And thunder, this should hit. And it missed. Nice. That's funny. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back with a bit of a changed up situation and a different strategy. I think I will go ahead and move up a little bit forward with Ike in a moment. Yeah. Not exactly great. Wow. Rolf is deciding to show his worth, apparently. I did not even want that to be the outcome of what just happened. But oh well, right? Heal up, boy. Rise took a lot of damage from that Steel Lance wielder. Gonna have to make him pay for that. Ike, you can go right here and garner this monster's attention. Unlike in Radiant Dawn, you absolutely cannot direct your allied units if you have already moved Ike. I don't like that so much because I think it's an unnecessary inhibition there. Weighing down by 3, so he has 5. Yeah, we're just gonna have to take on the 1 for now. Heal up, Rise. Awesome. And Titania still has plenty of foes to deal with. Can she KO with... Yes, she can with the Iron Axe. Nice. Titania has to make her way as fast as possible to the left, otherwise you cannot save the houses. And it's just smarter to try to save them, in my humble opinion. Nice, no damage. And she doubles, of course. With the Iron Axe, much better hit, so she would actually be able to hit through the weapon triangle disadvantage there. Nice dodge, very nice actually. Always appreciated. Perfect. Weapon level up for Ike. Probably doesn't garner anything, but hey, I think it's perfect. That's good enough for me.
Let's see now. Where are they? Aha! I found them.
And taking care of you is a good idea. Put on the javelin. Get rid of the ranged targets. Why not, right? And yes, you're doing me a huge favor moving over here this close, Armor Knight. I appreciate it. Nice, Orin. Nice. Yeah, getting rid of the Armor Knights using magic is always a smart idea due to the fact that they just suck up weapon durability. I mean, honestly, that's really all it boils down to. Ike is using the Regal Sword right there, and he was still doing less damage than either of my two very weak and very low-leveled mages. That's just how that works in Fire Emblem, and it's how it's worked pretty much for as long as Fire Emblem has been a thing. Armor Knights are weak to magic, and they're also slow. Never understood the dichotomy of having both be that way, but, you know, I'm also not the man making the decisions, because if I was, there would be some changes to some of the classes, making them a little bit more useful. I wouldn't want to say over-the-top busted or better than another class, because I think there should be just some advantages to classes. I do like the way that, for instance, actually, you know what? I can trade you over the hand axe, can't I? It does weigh you down, though. Is that gonna be a serious issue? -4? No. Might as well get some chip damage in, right? I like the way Thracia deals with mounted units being balanced. So a lot of people don't like the fact that you have to dismount indoors, and it makes your mounted units much less viable because most of them can't use their primary weapons, or even a secondary weapon, because most of them can't use swords mounted. But there is an interesting fact to note about that, and that is that what it did was it made a lot of the other classes up to snuff or up to par and worth using, but it gave reason to use the mounted units on the bigger outdoor maps. There was that dichotomy where, because of the fatigue system, nice one, Boyd, because of the fatigue system, you had reasons to bench certain units in certain chapters anyway. So why take the mounted units in a chapter that they're not good in? It's pretty simple.
Yar har ho! Yo ho har! Scallywags of the sea are we. We fight like beasts and men do flee. We earn our gold with axes bold. Yar, you scurvy blades rat, why aren't you singing? Har, over there, Nadata. Fix your eyes on that. Do you sees what I sees? Oh ho ho ho, what's this then? Humans battling humans here in Gallia? What in the briny beard of Shanty Pete is going on? Oi, do you think they may be the king's curs out to capture us and claim the booty? Gar har har. Shall we unfurl the mainsail and steer for calmer waters? Bite your tongue, you kelp-brained idiot. We're pirates. We don't turn tail from government scum. I'm going ashore. Watch me and you'll see a true sea dog in action. Yar, well said. You've set me blood a-boil. I'm with you all the way, matey. Arr, let's see what we can see, then. Yar, me axe is sharp and me spirit is bold. Yar har ho. Yo ho har.
I love Nadata. He's one of the few instances of a mid-chapter boss. There was very few of those in I almost said Thracia, in Path of Radiance. And the reason why there are so few of them is because just the way this game is designed. It's very straightforward and to the point. There's still some, but why he is so interesting is there is some internal information that would suggest that he is actually recruitable, or was meant to be recruitable at a time. He is the other instance of you being able to get a berserker in this game, because pirates, well, bandits, they class change to berserkers. You only get one berserker in this game, and he's not that great. And you also only get one warrior. In the case of the warrior, you have to promote him, Boyd. You have to train him, and he's not that great in early game, as I've shown time and time again. And the berserker you get, he's decent, but he's as frail as wet tissue paper. I'm pretty sure he comes with lower bases in both defense and resistance than Nadata does, which would give him a niche, which I like. Would be cool if that was the case, but what can you do, right? Roam. Now I'm going to set them to roam. Alright. Mist can go ahead and heal up Boyd. All the experience points I can possibly muster on Mist is useful, especially staff experience points, because she doesn't really have any to speak of. Look at Rolf showing us that he's not the most terrible unit on Earth. Still not that great, friend. Still not that great, unfortunately. And I will shove Mist closer. Don't need to heal you. Yep, just a step closer, Mist. Keep up with the party. And here come Leith and Mordecai, ready to assist. And the other phase. Alright, so part of the reason why I decided to have Leith and Mordecai ready to assist is because I'm about to be bombarded by a bunch of fiendish enemies that all have steel weapons too. So my ideal setup here is going to have Ike and Oscar blocking the way. We can have Boyd in the back, ready to take a different position. Soren, go ahead and attack. I will have Ileana do some chip damage as well. Mist, get ready for healing. She can actually continuously heal some of my other units right now anyhow, so that's good. Mordecai being transformed is great, especially because Leith doesn't have much transformation left, which is going to mean that I will have reliable damage. Okay, I think Titania is good right here to stomp out all the enemies. Nadata and his crew. I'm so glad Ike did not double there. That would have been kind of unfortunate, actually. Super unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, I'm not doubling any of these guys with Soren. I'm not really appreciating that fact. And Boyd, you can... of course you can't take somebody out. How could you, Boyd? You're Boyd. Well, Soren could, but he is completely out of position for that, so... looks like that's a no-go. Only thing I can do here is attack at range with Soren. I'm going to let Leith and Mordecai soften these guys up a little bit. Leith will have another turn or two. She should be useful still. And yeah, Titania, you can go ahead and stick around here for a little bit. One shot. I'm pretty sure he would actually one-shot most of these units, even at full health, which is super great. Alright, Titania. Not exactly doing enough damage with that.
Scallywags of the sea are we. We earn our gold with axes bold.
Alright, what I'm going to have to do here with Titania is I'm probably going to have to equip a javelin with her. Sounds kind of super silly, but there is good reason for that. Oscar's getting pretty decent experience points, but most of the units in this chapter are actually pretty high level. And I think the reason why that is to help bolster your team's experience points gains right now. It is funny, though, going from something like Thracia, where the enemies will not attack you if they cannot do reasonable damage at all, to a game like Path of Radiance, where the enemies will just straight up suicide on you.
Ike!
You're that...
That's right, it's me, Marcia. As promised, I'm here to pay off my debt. I'm going to join your group.
Join us? But I thought you were one of the Holy Pegasus Knights of Bignon.
Pfft, I resigned. So, what do you say? Are you going to let me join in, or what? Come on.
Are you sure about this? I mean, I'll be honest with you, we're a destitute band of mercenaries. Your wages will be a pittance compared to what you're used to.
So, what? Are you saying no?
No, I'm simply pointing out that you'll be losing almost all of...
Pfft, I won't lose out on anything. Plus, I work twice as hard as anyone else. Come on, please let me join. Please?
Well, if that's what you want, I guess we'll give it a shot. We're short-handed, though, so you're going to be busy.
Huzzah! That's great. Just tell me what needs doing.
Of course I will tell you what needs doing. First and foremost, what needs doing is a little bit of an introduction to Pegasus Knight Marcia. The first flyer you obtain in this game, she's a welcome addition, especially if you are into the whole flyer thing, which I usually am. She is definitely helpful and definitely useful, but she comes pretty low level and pretty anemic when it comes to being able to do anything reasonable damage-wise or anything of that nature. Luckily, flyers have some great utility in this game, being able to rescue and drop and take you in places you wouldn't necessarily think about. But Marcia, with a growth rate in HP of 55%, 40% strength, 20% magic, 50% skill, 55% speed, 40% luck, 25% defense, and 30% resistance, this girl's got some pretty good growths, and she will grow to be a pretty great unit as well. It's unfortunate that she comes with the Slim Lance, though, because, being honest, I don't think she's going to do anything other than tickle somebody with that. She has a D rank in lances and no skills to speak of. Again, the capacity curse of 5 less than normal because she's mounted. I don't really mind that. It basically means as though she's getting... you can kind of count it as if Canto counts as 5 on her capacity, which is too cheap. Let's just put it that way. Alright, Marcia. Slim Lance, yes. Not doing a thing. Attacked, attacked, and attacked. I don't think any of these guys over here move, but it is probably for the best not to bet on that. Which also means I gotta put the Iron Axe back in Boyd's hands because he is highly weighed down. And Oscar needs healing. Very nice. Mista's already about to get her first level up. I am not even going to bother attacking there because that's not going to be good for me, that's for sure. And Marcia, you're not making a good first impression. Let me just put it to you that way. Let's just move up these units here. Titania has a lot to deal with right now. Oh, come on. And you miss. You miss twice? Well, I sincerely hope he doesn't go for the house, but if he does, oh well. Alright, end turn. And Mordecai is finito with that enemy. Alright, Titania finishing up Nadetta.
Scallywags of the sea are we. An inn like this is quite worthy.
Alright, some boss experience points for Titania. Always appreciated. Softening up. And this guy did decide to attack Titania. That's nice. So as long as she's in the reach of these guys, they're going to attack her. Nice level up. Very nice. Strength and speed on Titania. Beautiful. She's almost one rounding. Very interesting that he decided to attack Ike. But they do move. That is for certain. That speed does help a little bit. I'm going to direct these units to just get out of my way. And then Slim Lance, Marsha versus said soldier. And then Oscar can go ahead right here and attack away. Of course, the Armor Knight here, he has got no chance of surviving the onslaught of my mages. Even though Soren's not doing all that great of damage. And I can heal up Boyd and Ike this turn, which is going to be nice. Pretty decent level up. Rise seems to never want to get speed, I have noticed over the years. And Ike... Awesome, finishing you off. Can he actually? Nah. I figured he couldn't. But it was worth the try, right? Always worth the try. Especially because the experience points for most of these units does not actually matter. Mia can come over here and get ready for the final confrontation. And you are gone. 3 uses left of this javelin, and then I'm going to be gathering up both of those houses. Very important I do that as soon as possible, and then get out of this chapter as soon as possible, right? Good job, Titania. It's going to take a turn or two to deal with the boss anyhow, so it's not really that big a deal that Titania's kind of out of position here, because she would actually like to have already obtained both of the houses. Realistically, I probably should have done that, especially on the way, but it's whatever, right? I don't know if this guy... He likely can, yes. So 14 speed. Yeah, he's actually attacking him twice. Yeah, I do recall this being a problem. This boss is not really defeatable by your crew. You kind of need Titania for him, that's for sure. He does come with an arm scroll, though, which is really cool. An item that increases the weapon level of the currently equipped weapon. Can't wait to get my hands on that. It is likely how I'm going to have to do this is just like over time while I let Titania come and rejoin the fight. So this is going to take a few more turns than I was hoping it would have. But granted, Titania does actually have to go this route. She's the only one who can deal with this slew of enemies. And Nadata and his gang. So, with that being said, however, I think this is a perfect opportunity for me to bid you all farewell. I want to thank you for joining me. If you like my content, please upvote and follow, or like and subscribe, depending on your platform. And while you're at it, have a great and glorious day gaming.